Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have a brand new episode in our card Spotlight series in which I look at a card that I feel is underplayed or underappreciated in Commander and discuss its merits. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to please click subscribe if you enjoy these videos. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm really notices me, and we're currently growing the channel and it helps me a lot. Much appreciated. And today we have a brand new card from Phyrexia, or will be one for you. It is Kaya, Intangible Slayer for 3 colors, 2 white, 2 black, starts with 6 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Kaya, has hexproof, and +2, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. 0, you may draw 2 cards, then each opponent may scry 1. -3, exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying in addition to its other type. Wow, again, this is another incredibly powerful planeswalker. Super expensive, 7 mana is a lot to pay, and it only goes in decks running Orzhov colors, but this planeswalker is absolutely awesome. It has hexproof, which means that it's going to be really difficult to remove again, except through creature combat. And you should only play this when you have a way to protect it, obviously, because the hexproof means it's going to be difficult to deal with otherwise. Now the +2 puts her at 8 loyalty immediately, which is huge, and each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Now that's a pretty meh ability. It's fine, but it's not going to win you any games most of the time, although it can add up turn after turn, and it might be nice to gain some life here and there, but you're really playing it for the other 2 abilities. The 0 ability lets you draw 2 cards. That's pretty solid, but every opponent gets to scry 1, so that kind of negates it a little bit, because overall you're letting your opponents draw a combined 1.5 cards there, essentially. So it's not quite as good as it might initially seem, but still, drawing 2 cards is very nice. But the -3 is where it's really at. Exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. So you can exile any creature or any enchantment on the battlefield, and you get a copy of it? That is insane. So if somebody has something like a doubling season, you get to get rid of it, and then you get your own doubling season that's going to work on all of your counters and all of your tokens in a deck that couldn't normally run it, probably. Or you can get a Rhystic Study, and then suddenly you have a Rhystic Study that's also a 1/1 flyer that they're going to have to waste a removal on, or you're just going to bury them in card advantage. Or it doesn't need to be an enchantment at all. You could get an Elish Norn, and suddenly all of their board is wiped and yours is pumped. There's just so many things that you can get with that -3. So many sweet creatures and enchantments running around in Commander that you get to get a copy of. And any of them that has an enter the battlefield ability or a strong static ability, which most enchantments have static abilities, that's going to be amazing, because you're just going to get so much value off of this card, in addition to already having removed their permanent. Not to mention that sometimes being a 1/1 flyer can actually be an advantage. There's some creatures that maybe don't have evasion but rely on getting in, and if you get a copy of them with flying, you might actually be able to swing in and deal combat damage easier than if they didn't have flying, even though the body might be smaller. So this is just an amazing ability, super creative, super different, and the fact that this has hexproof means that you'll probably be able to get it off once or twice, since it can also block the turn after you use this. So essentially, you're removing 2 attackers against Kaya, because you're killing one thing if you need to, and then you're getting a 1/1 blocker as well that can chump something else. So just a fantastic all-around card, very difficult to remove because of hexproof and that minus ability. I think it's definitely going to see play. So there you have it, that has been our card spotlight for today. What are your thoughts on this card? Let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!